Hi everyone, I'm Janet Leah and you're in Awe Studio right now looking at my big water-based oil painting, which I'm almost finished with. And just recently, someone asked me a really good question, which was, how is it that you don't give up? I've seen you doing this process start to finish on YouTube, and how is it you haven't given up? What is your secret sauce? And now I'm going to tell you what the secret really is. So, what happened to me, and it's going to happen to a lot of you, is that you get to a point where you're like, this is just not what I wanted. It's no good. I need to start over. And that is a really key place where a lot of artists give up. And then they would just take some gesso and they would put white gesso or any colored gesso over the canvas and they'd have a fresh start. And I tried, actually, I'm gonna admit to you that this is one of them times where I was just so insecure with what I was doing. I tried to get this open. And one day I was struggling with it and I was banging it on the door at frame and putting it under hot water. I could not get it open. So I never did gesso over this one. But here's the truth. If you get to that point where you feel like, I just want to give up, think of this. They did a study of people in line, and they found out that those who got 3/4 of the way through were least likely to jump out of line and give up before they got to the front. And those who only got a little bit over halfway started having doubts. So you can know that if you feel, I want to give up, I want to start over, you're probably over halfway done. So keep going and you'll process all the way through. And speaking of keeping going, I'm going to work right in here. That hand has been giving me a run for my money. Okay, so right up here, you can see that I haven't quite completed the hand. I have a little bit of white on my brush here, whitish blue, and I'm just going to kind of sketch out what I see is the actual direction of the fingers and the hand, just like underneath. And back here we have another one, which we're actually only going to see the inside of the finger. And that's not quite blue enough. So what I'll do is just wash my brush and pick up a little bit of this purpley blue stuff that's left from before. Should be a little connection back there. So this finger's coming from here, working back into that palm. Okay, so I did a little bit of sectioning off here, as you can see, for the fingers, and that was done with the blue-white. And then, as you can see, there's a lot of orange in here. And if I use the orange, I can also describe the sections of the fingers without actually painting the fingers themselves. I can paint from the outside, see? And in this way, I can create a form of shapes or whatever it is that I think the finger should look like. And I'm never actually painting on the finger itself, but rather around. And this little brightness that you see appearing from the pure pigment of cadmium orange. It's just fabulous. You can keep going with that and layer it through. So remember, everyone, if you're like me and you get to a place where you feel like you'd like to start over, just keep going and know that you might be more than halfway through the line. So keep going to the front. And remember this too. In life, we don't really get to start over. We just get to keep making it better.